Hello and welcome one and all to my Empire campaign playing as Elspeth von Draken. We are using quite the list of mods. It will be in the description down below. There is a lord for each electric count: Nordland, Averlord, Middenland, Hawkland, Ostermark, all of them. Also playing on a few lords just to show off the variety that the Empire does have. Lore-wise, thematically, there are troops of different types for each electric count, essentially. These troops are not like OP modded or anything. They are only modded. They're based off of, the bog standard unit or Reichsguard over the here for these. They do have different abilities and possibly different characteristics whenever they use their melee attack. I saw Frostbite on one of those, I think. There we go, something like that. Banish, okay. But yeah, so it's just for thematic reasons. It's not going to make these units extra strong or stupid OP or anything like that. They're just based off of the vanilla units. The Reichsguard variants are based off of the normal Reichsguard. The state troops, I also do, again, just for variety's sake, have a mod for all of his different troops from each electric count, rather than just using these three for your state troops for the entire empire, because it doesn't really feel very worthwhile to me. Personally, I would always go with the halberds, so never really use those. And this is just going to help us do that. We also have the Legionnaire of Sparta as well, just for extra punch in late game armies, essentially. Some mid-game stacks might include those as well. The biggest difference that I'll be showing off, the lords and heroes. You can see the lords are actually outnumbered, have more special heroes, than lords. So this is going to be a very fun, thematic, lore-filled campaign. Well, I'll be reading the lore. I don't know the lore as well as I might like to. Fan of the game, but don't have too much time to read all of the lore books. That said, we will jump into very hard for campaign and battle difficulties. Gonna crank this up to 200 for the end game difficulty. Take it off long victory because I want it to happen during the turn timer. Just on the off chance, I in the past have completed victory conditions sooner than I expected, and because of that, the crisis just popped. It is good for a crisis. It's just, entertainment-wise, I would like to be able to actually show off. Also playing on Ultimate Crisis, so I will be having multiple crises go off at the same time. These crises will be the Undead from the Black Pyramid and all vampiric counts. Again, playing with mod for Mixu's Empire, so this is actually going to add in more vampires than normal. The biggest Wa as well for the Greenskins crisis, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be dealing with vampires for Elspeth and the Greenskins just as the typical villain for the Empire, so it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of lore, hopefully a lot of battles near the Blackfire Pass and whatnot when Gorbad Ironclaw and his Greenskin Wa comes out to play, comes up from the Southlands. Now we are going to go ahead, jump all into this. I gotta adjust my tongue for speech. Okay. From the icy sea of claws in the north to the soaring black mountains in the south, the individuality of the Empire's provinces is much defined by its landscape. Its vast forests provide food and the materials of production, while wide rivers and traversable valleys facilitate trade and transport. Yet at times, the land itself seems to strive against progress, concealing monsters and enemies of all sorts amongst its craggy passes and dark groves. Peril awaits within and without, but the nations of men have thus far proved equal to the challenge.
To die is to find eternal sanctuary, safety from the horrors of this land. But to study death, to know its secrets, is to venture down a path that few dare tread. Atop her blackened tower, The graveyard rose. Elspeth von Draken fights to protect the fallen, driving back the forces of evil. A perennial guardian of the Empire.
Beneath death's shadow, our enemies fall.
My dear Lady of Nuln, before death's shadow all life falls. That is simply the cycle.
The enemies of Wissenland shall embrace their mortality.
How do vampires embrace mortality? They are immortal, unless killed. I mean, you could just say that you're going to kill the dead.
Engineer.
Doesn't roll off the tongue, I guess, as well.
Certainty and purpose.
Doesn't sound as good. As you can see, there are quite a few landmarks as well. Another big change that's likely going to be affecting this campaign is the landmarks that I have. A mod to add in extra landmarks across all provinces. Also, just to show off, because of the added landmarks, I do have a mod to add in extra building slots. Typically, you only get 4 for minor settlements, and depending on the major settlement, you can get like 8 or 6 or something. This mod will add in 2 settlements, or 2 building slots for most capitals. Some capitals are a little bit extra special. Altdorf is one of those. You can see it's got a lot of building slots in there. Now, it does also have quite a few legendary landmarks, so it's going to be using all those slots as well.
Elspeth von Draken.
Without any further ado, go ahead and jump on into this. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't know why I quick saved. It shouldn't be a very, very challenging fight. This is, after all, the first battle of the campaign. Most Empire maps, I feel like you start out on these 2 sides rather than vertically. Like you start horizontally. Yeah, because typically I set up camp over there. This is a good Empire map. Anyway, I think... Which one of these? We're going to go left. Have you up top. And have the cannons right there. You can be there. You be there. Alrighty. Just in case. Alrighty. Have you on the hill?
Missiles will fly! Ready for war!
Elspeth von Draken.
Yeah, we'll put it right there.
Great cannon! These things are nothing more than awaiting orders!
The graveyard
Yeah.
rose.
Alrighty now.
By scythe and spirit, we will cut our foes asunder. It is time we ushered them over the threshold unto death.
You are in range, aren't you? There we go. Now they're shooting. And you're shooting at the fastest unit there. Okay. Well, you got a couple hits. Yeah. Made the dogs feel it, that's for sure. You want to go again? going for the dogs again, too. They haven't moved. Ooh. Yeah, nice. Would, though, prefer that you target infantry. Just, you know, if I'm being honest.
Ranging target!
I'm very nervous about having it choose a target, or choosing a target for it, though. You did not hit the wolves that time, I think, at all, actually. Based on the smoke, which just went completely around. Yeah, I don't want to tell it to shoot anyone specifically.
Just gonna
move it like that. With the dogs gone, though, I'm likely going to be able to move this group down here, because I don't think they're going to send infantry all the way up the hill. Yeah, I don't think they're going to send infantry all the way around that way. Could be wrong, though. That's why I'm not doing it.
behold the silver hammer!
Cannon is firing at a house.
Which target, General? Call the cannons! Handgunners! Shoot them! In range!
Wizardess of Known. By the amethyst wind. All
Put some magic attacks on those guns. Magic damage.
Swordsman!
Mage of Death.
Sigma commands! Quick march!
And you two can move around.
Kill the necromancer! Engineer!
You are shooting, right? Okay, yeah, good.
We will kill them! Handgunners! Take the ground! At speed! Kill everything! Endure! Keep your heads down! No lingering!
Doom take thee.
And cryptors have gone down.
As Buna fell, I call doom upon them. Elspeth von Draken.
Hammer!
Yeah, we're just gonna move you right into there.
Guns of none!
I say, I really hope that you're not shooting.
Elspeth von Draken.
Alright, good.
Handgunners!
You know what? I want you lot to spread out this way a little bit more.
Quickly!
Just get those guns being able to shoot down this entire line here.
Spirita of Shaiish. By the amethyst wind. All will lose more in time.
Get that magic damage on them. Make sure those guns have a nice hit. Have you been shooting? Can you come out on this side?
Quickly!
Just weave through those spearmen, please.
Fight then! Fight for our right to live!
Yeah, thank
No
you.
lingering!
Now you can go out here.
Elspeth von Draken. The Dark Lady of Known.
Nope.
Beware the wizard!
Hide in your swordsman, please. There we go. And he's dead. Fantastic. Okay. Now, I'm gonna admit this, just for the sake of honesty. I have played this beginning battle before very, very poorly. When I say that, I mean I did not take into account the line of sight issues for my guns, and so they weren't shooting most of the time, and my House Storm actually ended up killing a bunch of my state troops. So, be very careful where you place your targets, or your guns, is what I'm saying. Even on the easy difficulty, or, well, I'm not playing on an easy difficulty, I'm playing very hard and hard, but on any difficulty,
For Sigma and
whether the fight itself is easy or not, that's what I'm trying to say. Whether the fight itself is easy or not, just be mindful of where you place your troops, because it definitely is important. Now, this focus for myself will be essentially to rout out all of the undead, specifically, is where my focus will be. It does actually look like there are multiple undead over here. Typically, it's just those two. I wonder if they're going to get along or not.
Amethyst Magistrate.
Gonna grab some free company. I would like to do the Gunnery School of Nuln, most definitely. We should also probably get Black Knights of Moor as well, yeah? Blackguard. Yeah. Now we also have the Knights at Carmon Saloon. Very nice. Let's go for industry, because we definitely are going to need an income to support these troops. Now the question is, do I want to keep this here? So we have 3, 6, 11 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Pretty much. Meaning that I'm not going to be able to get this here. Okay, that's fine. Dottenback. Yeah, these can go with some of those slots as well. Thank you very much. Alright, so planning is now planned.
Dark Lady of Nuln.
We will grab Route Marcher. Spirit Leech, definitely. Fervent, because, again, fighting undead a lot. Do I want to lower that recruitment cost or increase control? Actually, I want Soul Blight.
I must keep my weakness for arcane trinkets in check.
Increase that movement range. I am
The
in fact
graveyard
recruiting.
rose.
I can't get any special units yet. Unfortunate. Now. What do we get? Okay, so state troops. This is gonna be how we get those elector count state troops through
Wielder of the pale
here.
side.
This is gonna be how we get these troops through the technology. That was the wrong button. Well, I guess I'll show this off now. Thank you very much. This is the Imperial Gunnery School, in case you can't read. Yes, thank you very much. These are units over here. This is a unit of what the unit affects, or a display of what the unit affects. Upgrades. These are the upgrades themselves. This costs schematics. Says it right there. These are locked until you upgrade that. These are locked until you upgrade this. The conditions to do so will be seen once you hover over that icon. Amethyst Armory allows you to recruit your specific amethyst themed units. Alrighty, so here we can see in order to complete the tier 1, we just need to recruit some more handgunners, and we also need to level that settlement up, perform 3 gunnery school upgrades. Do not yet have access to that because this is not tier 2. Gonna pop this first one
The
in here.
gunnery school has taught you
Sure.
well.
Making sure that all of these guns are a little bit stronger. Alrighty. Let us go ahead and jump into the tech now. Alrighty. Now, typically, thank you. Typically, I go for research buffs and growth buffs right off the bat. Construction cost or time reduction is also great. That's actually cut in half, so that's very good. Guarding some more fast travel. Dark Lady of Nuln. Okay, this is unique to her specifically. Non-hostile Empire faction capitals, that's nice. This is definitely going to be helpful. Schematics gained post-battle. Okay, that's... I want the research rate, though. I don't know, 10 plus 10% isn't too much, or plus 10, I guess, not 10%, isn't too much. It might take that down to 6. I personally doubt it. Usually you need to buff your research quite a bit more. Trade and resource growth. Okay, so this trade and industry is going to be the next one that we go for. Might get this beforehand, but it's likely going to be these. Question I'm debating now is if I want to do that actually before this. Campaign. I think I will go for the growth actually first.
We are proud in the empire of our innovation.
Alright. Now there is actually one of the mods I'm using for expanded Lord skill points. One of the reasons why I really like using that mod is because it does add in a skill point for Lords to buff your research rate, to increase it, so that's just a little thing I like. I enjoy the research, or more specifically, I enjoy completing the research. Now, Festus, I'm not too sure if he's going to be an issue. Like I said, I'm going to be focusing on the undead, so I will be beelining straight through Vlad and taking Drakenhof as soon as I can. I'm just hoping that Franz is going to be able to hold the north.
Troops and potent weaponry,
Because
honed
all
and
of this
enchanted
is-
in the gunnery school, shall bolster our strength.
Going to be a little nerve-wracking. Like I said, when I played this previously,
Amethyst mage.
only went up to turn 30, and I in fact had an ally human player playing as Franz, so he was much more
protect
reliable.
The empire,
Pretty much.
either side of the grave.
Lady of Shaiish.
Maybe should have fought that, just because it looks like I'm not going to get full replenishment in one turn. You might recruit enough to have a 20 stack. That
Amethyst
could be tricky.
magistrix.
Trade, income, and marble. Lovely, lovely.
Amethyst
This, by the
guardian.
way, if you see circles hovering over these, is from the proactive garrison. This is the range that the garrison has to sally out and defend the settlement from. Every
Von
faction has
Draken.
that, by the way. I don't know if the AI uses it,
We
but
are the
it does have
strength
access to it.
Of the empire, wielder of the pale scythe.
Alright, let's grab another corruption cleanser. Now, the leadership could be very nice, actually. Again, playing against the undead just to help them crumble
For
faster.
Verena and Nuln.
Will help your speed so that you can run away if you get attacked or put in a bad position. Not that I would intentionally put you in a bad position, but you might end up in one. Ooh, okay, so that's a good buff for trade, faction-wide as well. It's not just for, like, the trade resources in that province. Corruption Cleanser is also nice. This is definitely not going to be permanent use, though. The control and trade alongside the imperial taxation are going to be likely the most common. Well, actually, this is going to be the most common. That is until I get to tier 5. Because then, we don't need the growth anymore. The construction cost is still helpful, but at that point, hopefully, when I have a tier 5, or going up to tier 5, I'll have most of the empire, so my income and economy will be much healthier. Also, I should definitely hop into diplomacy. Should have done that on turn 1, actually. Empire is definitely a faction, in my opinion, where diplomacy is very impactful. You are... Oh, okay, Zinch. That's interesting. I was gonna say it could be the changeling over here, but he doesn't raid settlements, or raise settlements. No, that's Beastman. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the changeling is over here, I think, somewhere. He might be attacking that. That might be why it's smoking. Hello, potion of speed. Yeah, so if there are beastmen over here, then that'll be interesting for me. Hopefully, Sterling can deal with them.
Shaiish empowers me.
Am I gonna do this, or do I want to recruit
Weaving
more units
weapon
first?
and magic is the surest path to
I mean,
victory.
how many handgunners do I need? 3, okay. Okay. Tier 1 is completed, okay, that's upsetting. So be it. Take a risk.
I foresee great suffering.
14. Yeah, okay, so they do in fact have 21 units. Slightly outnumbered. It is gonna make me consider going back for that mortar. However, I think I should be okay. Let's find out. No risk, no reward, right? Alright, File Dwarf, let's see what you got. Is that a river back here? What is that? It's not something that you're going to have to worry about. As you can see, the map actually ends right there. Also, all the battle is going to be taking place over here. This is just a curious mind, I guess. Alright, I gotta satisfy curiosity. It does in fact look like a river. Okay. Oh, this is File Dwarf. Hello. How's that? This is eerie. I like it. I like it. Okay. How are we gonna attack this? Sure. Good at places any, I guess.
Great cannon! Engineer!
Spiritor of Shaiish!
Sigmar commands! Free company!
Pretty much.
Ready for war!
By scythe and spirit, we will cut our foes asunder. It is time we ushered them over the threshold unto death.
Finding the angle. A new view.
Elspeth von Draken. Doom take thee!
And you miscast. Okay.
By forge and firearm.
Cool. Hopefully they're gonna target him.
Great cannon!
There it is. If you'd be so kind, my cannon, please bring down the wall. I'm surprised you haven't fired at all. I say it is on fire at will. Can you not see anyone? Line of sight blocked? Nope, there it goes. Come on. Another couple of volleys, please. Thank you. Okay, this is, the tower is no longer manned. How are you cheating like that? You can hold down shift, by the way, to do that. Alright, we do actually want both of these towers distracted by him, though, so keep him in both of their firing range. Can do a donut. That's not a donut, that's an infinity symbol. You can... There are bats. We almost done? No, there are a couple volleys. Bring it down! Thank you. Okay, how are these towers still shooting? Like, what in the hell? CA, there's nobody on the walls, there's nobody manning the towers. The walls are in fact destroyed. Like, why can the player not get buffs like this, huh? Absurd. Come on, take it out. One more. There we go. Next tower, please. By the way, you should never feel bad about doing this, okay? This is called a siege for a reason. There's a tower there as well. You can target that unit now. Oh, they finally unmanned those, okay. In that case, I want another hole over here. Hopefully he can actually open up that that wall with how much ammo he has left. Are there any Graveguard in this garrison? Yeah, don't target the dogs. I'm beginning to think he might not have enough. Just help him out a little bit. Yeah. Nope, actually don't. No fire at will. We will leave Will alone. Alrighty, now you. Put some shots into those zombies. How many volleys do you have left? 2. Oh, okay. 1. Halt. You have 1 volley left. Alright. I'm doing that just for the balance of power. As long as the artillery still has ammunition, it will count as being a threat. Whereas, if the unit no longer has ammo, that's going to change. Alright. Now.
To battle! Quickly! For the twin-tailed comet! Take the ground! Sigmar guides us!
Nuln.
Great cannon!
And that's gonna be very annoying.
The Dark Lady of Nuln.
Shadows at my call!
Gifted tinkerer! Ready for war! Go! What do you bid? No lingering! We are Sigmund X! Take the ground! Moving now! Handkillers! Militia! Sir! Quick march!
If you think I'm gonna let you get those artillery guns for free, you're wrong.
Free company! Pursue the foe! By Ulrich's wrath!
We'll get him.
Sigmund!
Help him out.
Ready!
Elspeth von Draken.
Did you really not cast that Spirit Leech this entire time? Alright, so they have plugged the gap rather well, it looks like.
Sigma, preserve us! At speed! Formation, march! To battle!
Okay,
Halt!
you.
At speed!
Okay, no, dumbass. Go through this fucking gate. It's open wide. Alright.
Sigma guides us! No lingering!
Elspeth von Draken.
Pathfinding, very annoying.
No lingering!
Why are you going that way?
Go!
What? Alright. And now the infantry that was there was routed.
Ulrich's wrath! For Heldenhammer!
Fucking Christ.
We
This
are ready!
if I end up losing this just because of the bloody fucking pathfinding, you, oh my goodness. Really? The tower is manned again? Who the fuck is in the tower?
For the Twin Town Comet!
You know,
We obey!
there's times when challenges in the game make the game fun, and there's times in the game where challenges
Militia!
should not exist because
Quick march!
like this. How long has this game been out, CA? Can you really not fucking fix this at all?
Swordsman! Yes, General? Yes, sir! Sir!
Mage of Death. As Buna fell, I called doom upon them. The winds take me.
Withdraw! Free company! Sigma guides us! Quickly!
I'm just
Overcoming
thinking about
inertia.
how I'm dealing with this BS.
Elspeth von Draken.
And I'm thinking the answer will be that I may end up going back just to, yeah. I'm gonna go back a turn, and I'm gonna recruit the mortars, and I think I'll just recruit 2 mortars actually. I was gonna say some handguns as well. Okay, so I'm gonna explain why I'm furious, right? I have played this campaign, as I said before. I know for a fact I can win that siege with those defenders. I know for a fact it is possible. The only reason it didn't work is pathfinding. Granted, yes, I still would have taken a lot of casualties, but I would have won, okay? I know that.
We were defeated, but death will always win the war.
I did get some schematics, though.
Elspeth von Draken. You join the host
Yeah,
of the Graveyard Rose.
The replenishment and all that, everything. Yeah, not worth it. Okay, so pathfinding, I don't know. I am also playing with different mods than on my other playthrough. Granted, they're not going to cause that many changes. It's mostly just adding units, you know. So not really that much of a difference. Oh well. This is what you get for playing on harder difficulties. It's a little bit more difficult. Just a tad. Never be too afraid of making mistakes, and never be too afraid to roll back a turn and fix your mistakes.
Elspeth von
Alright, so yeah,
Draken.
you're gonna recruit that, and that turn. Absurd. CA, can you, like, I know that they're releasing the newest update to change the AI, but seriously, pathfinding in sieges has been an issue in this game since it came out, and it's been out, like, I'm talking about, like, game 1, not game 3, right? Sieges need a rework, CA. Can you please do that?
And Nuln.
You know, just as a request from the gaming community. Alright. Okay, now if I have to fight that battle this next time, what I'll probably do is end the recording, fight the battle off screen, and then if you want to see me siege them out, then I'll show you that in a separate video. It's just going to be using the mortars to bombard the living hell, or the undead hell out of the vampires. You make me angry, vampires. Thankfully, I have gunpowder.
Amethyst Mage.
They did recruit a lot more units there. Oh look, all dogs. Da 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 da. Yeah.
Their end is inevitable.
Alright. Now let's upgrade Dottenbach. Construction cost, campaign movement range. These have actually gone down. They were 7 to begin with. Construction cost or movement range? Nah, we'll go that one. The tradable resources will also help,
The empire
because
of our
I do
innovation.
already have 2 of those resources. So let's go into diplomacy and see who wants to make
Greetings,
a
my
deal.
countrymen. You coming?
Beastman, yep. That's who took out that settlement.
Onward.
Alright, that was the only deal we could make. Well, that was very short. Reichland. I don't know, part of me wants to join their wars, but at the same time,
I protect the empire.
considering my state of irritation, I'm not gonna invite more wars upon myself.
I call upon your might.
Let's see how this goes. Ra. Part of me wanted to recruit more gunners. However, they're just going to recruit more units. So, while I can get an additional 2 units per turn, they can get an additional... How much did that go up by? Like 3 or 4? Yeah, because they only had, I think, 1... No, they had 2 bats. Okay, yeah. So they got all those dogs and the bat in 1 turn of recruitment. And now they are sallying out. I think that might work. Alright. Let us test my patience. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give myself a little motivation here. Unfortunately, I do not have... Oh. Actually, I do have some coffee in my cup. Now. Also, I have a mod for battle weather. That's what this is. It's gonna be good for the undead. I can feel it. Okay, I just took my mouse apart. One moment, please. There we go. It's back together.
Soldiers of the Empire! Swordsmen! Ready for war! Spearmen! For Heldenhammer! Loaded, sir! Sigmar guides us! For Heldenhammer! The omens are good, brothers! For Heldenhammer! Awaiting orders! Yes, sir! Spearmen!
Trouble is how many dogs they have and bats. They're definitely gonna get around me.
Swordsmen! The Empire endures!
Yeah, we'll use you.
Swordsmen!
Okay,
Ready for war!
okay, please.
Swordsmen!
Yo, I might... Oh my god. Okay, maybe I need to examine my mouse a little further. Took it apart a little bit too much. Okay, put it back. Okay.
We are Sigmar's heirs! Free company! Foes of the Emperor! Let us show our colors! By Ulrich's wrath comes swordsmen!
I don't know, a couple of the dogs might get through running in this way, but I think a majority of the unit will get caught here to catch it out fully. Now, the biggest issue I'm thinking about actually from the terrain is how I'm going to get this thing to fire. Now, in adversity, if I deployed up here, do I want to deploy over there? cannon and the Hellstorm are definitely not going to get much use from this angle. So, you're going to be there. Facing that way, please, thank you. You, I mean, well... I mean, there is going to be a lot coming down this way. Maybe. I mean, this is either going to go very well or very bad, is pretty much what's going on in my head. Alright, we're going to hope for the best. Mostly because I'm still doing this for YouTube, and I'm trying to entertain not only myself, but also all of you.
Elspeth
Gonna move the motors up to there.
Standing by.
There. Well, yeah. That way, if they're targeting the mortar specifically, they will run straight for the swordsman. Watch them just all run around. The bats also will be an issue.
We are the clenched fist of Nuln.
Speaking of
By blade
bats,
and bullet, by magic and might, the Empire shall
where are the
stand
bats? Both right there.
triumphant.
Formation, march! We obey!
Just for the bats.
We are Sigmund heirs! Atomic birds in the sky! Go!
Yeah, they're sending an awful lot of dogs over this way. I do not like it. Oh, look, there's... Oh, no, Black Knights, not the... There's the other dogs. Alright.
Free company! Folkmars Brown!
I would really like the bats to get here now so that I can turn. Because this is making me nervous.
Standing by.
Okay.
Swordsman! For the twin-tailed comet!
I knew you were going to do that.
Hiding range, sir!
One bat dead. Okay. So, Hellstorm, thank you for your service. How much did you get? 85? Well, how much damage did you deal? 17,000. See? Thank you. That's alright. You... Wow. They got right into you, didn't they? Spears did not block that charge very well. That sucks. Do that. You guys... Try. Hopefully you'll disengage from the bats. This dude hopefully does something useful. You drop Soul Blight. Oh, can I get both of this? Oh, yes I can. Fantastic. Okay, do that. And then I would love to send you into combat, but you're a spellcaster. You kill the Graveguard, definitely. Was there only one Graveguard? I think so. It's from the garrison, if I remember. Everything else is a skeleton, right? Yes. Skeletons. Skeletons. Okay, that was the Graveguard. Yeah, skeletons. Yeah, okay. You're the only Graveguard. Die. With prejudice. Actually, it's just such a tasty blob. Alrighty. I mean, you could definitely turn that way for the... Well, I say definitely. I don't know, with the way the line of sight has been treating me, it might not be, but the dogs will be under line of sight definitely because they're shorter than infantry. But the knights will be able to get shot with luck. You... I should have thought of that sooner. I wish that reround time. That was a great pull through. Wow. It's very bad for me. Thank you for getting stuck on the food company, though.
Mortar! Yes! Free company! Swordsmen! By God, Maras!
Beginning to think this was not worth it. Well, that stayed on. Okay. You turn around that way. Alright. I feel like you are really only good there for the bats. Alright, well this was the first time in this battle, so maybe I'll have to replay this, but free company. Yeah, that dog unit is cooked, but so are you. My goodness. Please stay. Graveguard. You were targeting the... Damn it. The one targeting the Graveguard got killed. Or is getting killed. Yeah, that was solid. Solid pull through from the AI there. Well done on that.
Sigma preserve us!
And they got through.
Elspeth von Draken.
Really?
As Buna fell, I call doom upon them. All will meet more in time.
Yeah, that was, yeah, okay.
Shadows at my call.
And now they're, yeah, okay. Alright, take two. Alright, I don't know if I want to try this hill yet. I still think this would have worked. I just want to turn the cannons to take out the calves sooner and rearrange where I place the militia. Alrighty, so, what did I just do? Yes. Okay. You are going... Can you also, like... Do we need to talk about this? You have spear, okay? Now, I know the Black Knights are scary. I know they're scary. Here's the thing. Don't disappear on me, okay? You're not dead yet. Now, what your job here to do is to hold the line. Alright, so you're gonna take this pointy thing. You're gonna hold it out in front of you at anything that comes from a general this direction. And you're gonna just use that spiky thing at the end, and you're gonna stick it through the leg of the horse, and then you're gonna twist, okay? I know it really doesn't sound nice, but you need to get rid of the horse, and then once the skeleton is on the floor, then you're gonna do the same thing to the skeleton's face, okay? You just poke and twist, all right? Poke and twist. I'm counting on you. Okay. I am hoping this is gonna work. Alrighty now. Do I need to move you further? No, because, yeah. Okay. Well... Do I want to have you here? Okay, we'll try that. This is gonna place my line much further back than I originally intended. You don't want to go too tight of a formation. Why is there only one man there? That's as close as you're gonna get. You're gonna be a little bit off to the side here. And twist that way. Yeah. Alright. Now you in the middle, man. Middleman. Yes, middleman. Middle. Is gonna go there. Okay, bats first. You can, I think. Well, I mean, yeah. Okay, why are you facing that way? Thank you. Alrighty now. Don't be funny. Okay, you can... I guess that was too close. There we go. Here you are. Formation like so. Like... Here. There we go. Alright. I don't like that there's so much of a boundary. I'm like, I definitely understand why, but I wish that you could be closer. You know? I wish that you could man the rocks like you could man a wall. Pretty much, is what I want to do. I want to be a rock climber, okay? I want to sit on the rocks and shoot down. Just because I'm a squirrel. I was looking at a tree. Don't judge me. Now, you are going to... I'm very nervous about how close I am to this.
Hailstorm rocket battery.
You're gonna go there. You are definitely going to be here to assist in any direction, I guess. Firing lines. Oh my god, this is why crossbowmen make it so much easier. Sorry about the time as well. Thankfully, I do have confirmation from my viewers, well, from those who speak anyway, that you don't mind the long battle time, so while I am self-conscious, I don't have to worry. Thank you. Hopefully. Is, of course, still the internet, who loves to cast their judgment. You will do that. I definitely want guns facing this way first. Okay. Now you are going to be my other swordsman over here. Good luck. It's going to be mostly only the dogs, I think. I hope anyway, that come this way again. Going to be like so. Yeah, this they might charge a little bit more boldly, just because that's a lot easier to get through here. So gonna do that. You're there. You're there. Mortars. Let's do. Okay, the mortars don't matter where I put them. Swordsmen are the only other unit. You're gonna go to either side that you're needed. You... Oh, lady. Good luck. Might have bitten off more than I can chew, but I still think that I can win this. Or at least... Oh no, vampires. I have to kill all of them. I was gonna say, like, inflict enough casualties to cause army losses. But yeah. Vampires, you still have to kill all of them, because they're just vampires. There's no other way to do it.
The Empire
However,
endures.
that does make me feel a little bit more secure. Okay. Good luck to me. If this fails, then I might try to get over here.
This
Ooh.
battle is but a
I was gonna say
fraction of
he's
the
not
greater
facing that way.
struggle. Yet I know that this skirmish must also be won. For every victory is crucial.
Take position!
It's true. Every victory is crucial. She's right. Oh my gosh, I saw them all over the hill there.
Illumination upon them! Soldiers
Where the
of the
Great Bride?
Empire! Cannons, fire!
Why are you losing leadership? Losing currently in damage sustained. Did I shoot you? Oh, somebody did. Who shot you? What? What? Who shot you? Who has range? Oh, is that the cannon? Dire beasts. Dire beasts? What? Oh, war beasts. Okay, I guess my brain just flipped like that. Alright. You... I would like to specifically target the Black Knights. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, kill them. Okay.
Elspeth von Draken.
Finisher! For the Emperor! Hold and drive! Slay them!
Mortar? I'm so glad. Oh my goodness. Do not do this to me, mortars. You're gonna... You know what? Nah, I want the other one on that side. That's... No. If I can, like, really eviscerate this side... Like I said, I gotta kill all of them here. Hello. Okay. Okay. Well... Why do you take so long? Does the AI use control groups? Huh. When it's issuing mass orders, it might use control groups like that now. Because these units are all moving together, and the bats are faster than anything on the field. You can't slow down a flying unit like how you can hit the toggle unit speed here. You can't do that with a flying unit. With a flying unit, I was going to try to show you, it's not my unit. With a flying unit, you can just land the unit and take off. You know, it doesn't change the speed. They're either walking on the ground or they're flying in the air. That's what you can change. If you want to change their speed when they move like that, you actually have to put them in a control group, which is Control G or Control G, like so. Or if you were to just hit G, then you can just tap this up here. But yeah, that is what locks a unit's speed when you have them marching together. They all march at the same speed when you have them in a control group and set them to march. That's interesting. Okay, cannons. I don't know how useful that's going to be actually at this point. However, magic will be. You magic and dance. What? Yeah, that thing. You are gonna flip ever so much. I want those guns shooting as much as possible, so you're gonna take a step back. You keep facing that way. Hello. Not in range yet. Okay. You are not going to be able to shoot the other guys. Okay, so mortars will stay active. This side is very flimsy from the bats. But I have two guns that I could turn to shoot the bats. Okay, that works. You are going to be here and hopefully take their attention. Either that, or I'm going to use you to just jump in front of them.
Enemy wizard spotted! Fire! They are using dark force against the enemy.
Change
Let
that.
us go!
Yeah, you got that.
The Dark Lady
Yeah.
of Nome.
Okay. Well, you got one of them. Thankfully, that is the free company. Okay. You. I'm just gonna have flip around. Oh, you know what? I should have done that when they were over there. Stupid. Oh, never mind. Now the bats are there. Fuck me. Bats! Too many bats! You will die. Never mind, I can't do that. Okay, come here. Stand right there. Stand there. You're gonna assist in combat whether you like it or not. Okay? Go over there. This unit might be dead. Fuck me. Did not rearrange these guys. Alright. Alright. Might have to go over there.
Elspeth von Draken.
I don't like that you can't cast magic on rocks.
They're casting spells!
Shadows at my call.
Militia! We serve the Emperor! Fire! All ranks, fire!
Why are you moving so stupidly? Just
Loaded, sir! Take position! Hellstorm! Fire! Ready for war! Great cannon! Yes, my lord! Formation!
look at those Black Knights, man. They're just pulling in. Stop, stop. I don't care about seeing the crypt ghouls. I know they're in the army. You change target. You can go after. What happened to the Grave Guard? Are they dead? I think the Grave Guard are dead. Good. Target the blob. You. Did you not cast this over here? How much magic? I don't know. You're gonna have to be useful in some way, I guess, here. You, where are you not in combat? Go. Wait, what? Oh, you're that unit. Never mind. I thought it was this unit. Yeah. Okay. Oh dear. Don't fast forward. That's even worse idea.
Engineer!
You. Yeah, that. Yeah, Hellstorm's dead. God damn it. Oh my god, really? Dude. They're not even attacking the spears, they're just pulling. That's so
The graveyard
stupid.
rose.
Soldiers of the Empire!
Oh my gosh.
Mortar! Cannons! Fire!
Alright, said a unit was wiped out. Oh, my Hellstorm. Okay. I was already aware of that, yes. Yeah, this might be more than I need to.
Spiritor of Shaiish.
Yeah, Spirit Leech is taking too long, and then I'm gonna need the guns to kill them as well. So, all right. do I want to try it a third time? I could. Recording's rather long. They already broke that unit. Yeah, I could. They should have also been turned the other direction. I think I'm actually gonna go back another turn. Yeah. Turns out, yeah, I just this campaign is just not gonna be like the last campaign. That's all it's gonna be. That's the lesson I gotta learn. You know. Turns out, I'm not gonna be able to attack this guy. I'm gonna have to wait for his army to exit that settlement. Can't kill it behind. I mean, I might be able to get it behind the walls, just because the AI is going to be a lot more stupid during the siege. But unfortunately, so will my pathfinding. However, I'm fairly sure that I would still win. How did you? Okay, never mind. It's because I conceded the defeat. Yeah.
Tempting but foolish.
Why? Thank you. Yes, I am aware of what I did. It was very tempting. I thought that I could take the settlement. You know, I wanted it. I believed I could do it. This is not the case. Fine. Lessons learned. Okay. So, for the next episode, hopefully we'll be able to start by taking Fildorf.
I foresee great suffering.
You know, if you would have told me that before I attacked, I'm just saying, could have saved us some pain, you know?
Tempting but foolish. Elspeth von Draken. Ill visions. Double the watch.
You're just very pessimistic right now.
Weaving
Do you understand what I did?
and
Oh, hello.
magic is the surest path to victory.
Well, let me get another free company. You will take 2 turns. And you are sitting outside. However, if this army wants to attack me outside while I get my reinforcements, I'd be okay with that. In the meantime, nope. That's another reason to be recruiting the handgunners.
Amethyst Magistrix.
Let's do that. Handgunners it is. Alright, I mean, we gotta progress in some way, right? If I can't take the settlement, then I'll complete the tier of the gunnery school. I was thinking of my pirate campaign, using zombie pirate mobs. Gunnery mobs. ADHD is a wonderful thing. It's also a very distracting thing. I know, most people think it's obvious, but still, needs to be said. Ah, 303 factions, and I am still one of them. 302. Somebody died. Farewell to you. Yay, Gardens of Moor.
Gardens of Moor are bastions of solitude in this dark world, where my arcane research and rapid transposition are made manifest.
Okay. So the Gardens of Moor, we can travel to any settlement controlled by the Empire. By an Empire faction, that is, that we have met. Up here there are Empire factions, we haven't met them. It does cost, I think, 5k if I remember, so it's not something we can afford to do right now.
Dark Lady of
Alright,
Narn.
next turn, you get a full stack, and you get a full stack. Let's go to next turn, I guess. I was gonna try to build something, but there we go. Now I can build something next turn. I was gonna say I couldn't build anything before, so no point in just waddling around. Unless you feel like waddling somewhere. spectrum humor. I enjoy it. Anyway, let me go into diplomacy as well. I did say that I was going to end the video. Yep, that's true. Okay, so thank you, hopefully. I mean, if you've watched to the end of the video, definitely thank you very much. That, sir, is rude. You're only supposed to have 20 stacks, not Lord as well. Okay.
Amethyst Guardian.
However, this also means that I can attack the settlement, I mean the army, outside. So, that might be a good thing to do, interestingly. That was the wrong button. Okay. Form 3 upgrades. Reducing speed would be nice.
All the better to defend the Empire.
Okay, that works. So, next upgrade, we'll be able to upgrade the tier of that. Now, what I will leave up to you all while I do what I have to do today, and I think I will actually be uploading this series specifically just once a day. So tomorrow, hopefully I'll have somebody's input, otherwise I'll make my own decision about how I want to attack, but the question that I leave to you is, do I want to attack the settlement or the army? Let's see what happens, I guess. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Till next time, peace.